Alright, we have some serious business to attend to, and that is this Bant Flash deck that my friend Sirius has been playing on the ladder lately, mostly silver and gold. And yeah, this is his version, so I just want to try it out today. The Simic blue-green version of Flash has been around, was quite popular at one point, is less so now, hasn't really done a lot, but today we're going to see if adding some white cards into the deck makes a difference. Now, this is just his version. He's been tweaking it, changing it, so I can't comment on the perfection of it yet. And that's kind of something I'd like to do, is just get some thoughts on mainly the white additions to the deck, both main board and sideboard, main deck and sideboard. The biggest character that I'm excited about is Angel of Grace. It's basically a 5 mana beat stick that can go along with Nightpack Ambusher. Also, against aggro decks, he's great. You play him, and you can take damage, and you don't die from it. So that's a pretty cool thing. We also have Dream Eater, which is it's a card that I used to see a lot when I first started. It was the biggest control finisher. I haven't seen it a lot lately. And then Settle the Wreckage. People don't really play around Settle the Wreckage much anymore. They used to, because it used to be everywhere, but basically it's an instant speed Wrath, and then Baffling End on the low end. In the sideboard we have some God's Willing, which is just basically a better dive down. Some more Baffling Ends, 3 Dovin's Veto, 4 Teferi, 2 Ceratops, and then 2 Time Wipes. I believe that's what it is. So my hypothesis is that this deck will be solid against creature matchups. So we've got some big blockers, and we've got Settle the Wreckage, and we've got some better removal, lots of creature removal. But I'm guessing that it's going to be weaker against the non-creature matchups. We don't really have anything against Scapeshift. We don't really have anything against a turn 3 Teferi. If a turn 3 Teferi lands, we're kind of screwed unless we have 2 beaters on the board at that point, which we don't always, or one of our 3 sideboard Dovin's Veto. So that's my hypothesis, but I'm going to take it into some games. 2 unranked, I believe, and then 2 ranked. We'll see, that might change depending on how the deck does, and we'll see how this works. Hopefully this will be helpful to make some changes in the future. Alright, we will start on the draw, and I think this should be fine. We don't have any counter spells. But we have our colors, and we have some removal, some instant speed creatures, and then we should be able to get blue mana for... Actually, we have all our colors for Frilled Mystic, so let's keep. Here we go with Sirius's Bant Flash. Looks like we're playing mono red. So actually should be pretty decent against mono red here. Okay, just put that into play tapped. They're probably going to assume we're playing Esper here. Jormungandr. We might have a slow opponent. I think I will come back whenever my opponent has returned to the game. Alright, here we go. They sort of returned. Just enough time to pass to their turn. Looks like we're playing against Jeskai Walkers, which should be interesting. And our opponent is AFK again. Alright, opponent just cast a Runaway Steamkin. So I think I just want to remove this now, right? Actually, I'm going to pass the turn. We can just remove it next turn. And we have Essence Scatter this turn. Again, we have nothing to do against non-creature spells. And this Sorcery Speed Baffling End. Hopefully they will attack in. Yep, so I'm just going to take them out. So not playing the Baffling End actually ended up working out. Just get the easy block here and trade. What is that? Yeah, that is a Planeswalker card. Okay. So we have nothing that costs 3, so I'm just going to drop this in. And next time we will play our island. So it might just be Chandra Tribal. So we'll see a Chandra Planeswalker come out. Yep. Nice. Good for you. That's going to be a problem. You're going to be able to start doubling up on those abilities next turn. Okay, so that's actually a really good play. So we're going to counter whatever they play here. With our Frilled Mystic. Yeah. That cannot live. And if they remove Frilled Mystic, that's okay. Still a 2 for 1. And we'll have Angel of Grace next turn. Yep, that's fine. That is fine. So this is where Angel of Grace should be solid. It's going to be basically a, well, 5-turn clock. But again, this sorcery speed. Huh. Okay. We're just hitting the lands. So this deck does play 25 as opposed to 24, 23. Some of the Simic lists play 23 lands. So if Chandra puts... Let's see if she wants to go... So we should just be able to drop his Angel and hit Chandra next turn. At the end of the turn. Yep. Okay, so we're taking some damage. Chandra will be dead after this turn. So... Yep. They cannot shock us. Boom. Here we go. Oh, and you can gain 10 life effectively, which we'll have the mana for. So that's kind of cool. Yep. You can't kill it. Nice. Jaya. Interesting. Okay. Okay. Drawing all the lands here is not exactly what I'd like to do, but we'll take out this Chandra, and then theoretically counter whatever they play. Just pass the turn. Again, we have these 2 creature removals. Yep. Come on, play a creature. Oh, nice. So 4 more elementals will go down to 6 life. We'll be able to kill the Chandra here. Essentially a 3 mana deal 4. Which isn't normally playable. Beautiful. Okay. So I need to be able to hold up Essence Scatter and Angel, which is doable. Okay, well the Angels are pulling their weight here. Late to meditation. Okay. Sure. Yeah. I mean, this is a, well, 3-turn clock, technically. Do I want to kill the Chandra? That is a question. Huh. That's unfortunate that we just drew that now. Do I want to kill her? I mean, she'll kill my Angel. But that also means that I can add 10 life to my total. So, yeah, I'm going to go 1 at that and 1 at the life total. So she'll take one of them out. That's okay. Actually, she'll just deal 6. Yep, that was probably a mistake, actually. Whoops. Forgot you can just go to the face. Wow, that's so powerful. Unfortunately, I don't have a way of killing these. So that was a punt on my part. Sure. That's going to be a lot of cards coming shortly. Okay, well, that might be a thing. Let's see. So I just want to remove this so they only draw one card and hope. What do I want to do here? Play this. Bounce that. Probably shouldn't have attacked with my Brineborn. Okay, we're going to put a stop on the upkeep. Does it really make a difference? Probably not, but it's something we're doing. We just don't want them to draw two cards. Surveil 4. Basically getting all lands out of here. That's fine. I mean, basically if they... Okay, we'll just bounce that. If they draw a burn spell, then we die. If they don't, then we win. Actually, I can't do anything, right? If they draw Chandra 3, then we die. What? I should have held back my Brineborn. Then I'd have two... Okay, we win. Nice. So we're going to pull out all of this... Good stuff. We're going to put out all of this creature removal, counters, and bring in some non-creature stuff. So, Baffling End is coming out. I think... Man, we have so much stuff against creatures. What's coming in? Dovin's Veto, of course. Teferi. That might be it, actually. We'll just bring in two Gods Willing, right? Blue. Did they have anything in blue? No, they were mono red. Derp. Okay. Seems good. This will make us a little bit weaker to turn to Runaway Steamkin. But I also have 4 Morph Trickster, 4 Brineborn Cutthroat, 3 Unsummon, 4 Spirit Pirates to deal with that. 3 Teferi. Nice, but no lands. This is fine. I'm just gonna drop one of these to the bottom. So go Temple. What do I want to do? Temple Garden to the bottom. Sure. Okay, we're gonna go Temple of Mystery. I think turn 1, and that should set up our. Okay, if they turn into mono red game 2, then we're in trouble. Okay, that's fine. And there's our Teferi. Nice. Lands to the bottom, yes. Do not want to flood out. I think I'm just going to put this into play tapped. Of course I am, because that would be dumb to not to. So, wow. Okay. Nothing on turn. It's impressive. Maybe I should have played my Trickster. Oh my goodness, that's impressive. I think we're just going to drop our Teferi. Now they do have Shock, so I think I'm just going to do that. Okay, what do they got? Leyline of Combustion. Really, they brought that in? Seems kind of bad, but whatever. Do what you gotta do. You know what? I'm just gonna bounce this thing. Lol. That is fine. Cool. So whatever they play here, we will counter. Um, sure. Why not, right? And then I'm just gonna bounce the Frilled Mystic and draw another card. Nope, I need to do it again. Could shock it right now. We'll see. Okay. Well, now the Frilled Mystic is safe, so that's a thing. Oh, I can just unsummon it. Wow, nice. Unsummon is a great card. Good stuff. Man, Teferi's a good card. He's always on the other side. I'm always fighting to keep him from landing. Now he's on our team. Sure. That really doesn't do anything, right? I don't know why they would bring that in, but you know what? I'm just gonna draw a card. Yep. Keep the beat down going. Wow, I'm down at 14 life already. That's not particularly good. The good thing is we can counter basically the next two things that they cast. So maybe the three if I use Teferi to bounce my Mystic. Okay, that's fair. That is fair. The problem is we're not a control deck, so we're just going to keep beating down here. Man, I am drawing a lot of lands, which is a thing. Okay, so I want to play Teferi here. I think I do. So I'm going to do this number. I'm going to play Teferi. And I'm going to bounce my Mystic. Should be good. Nice. Okay. If they don't play anything, then we'll just draw a card. It'll be great. This is working out well. Now, obviously, our opponent's deck is, I mean, brought in Leyline against a deck with no removal in it, but it is what it is. Come on, blue. There we go. Really? Okay. Guess we'll just draw a card. Okay, there's another Frilled Mystic off the top, and that's what I like to see. So we're going to drop Night Pack Ambusher, and that should be GG. Not sure what's going on our opponent's side, but game one it looked like their deck was really well tuned, but game two they're doing this number. Sure. I'm just gonna flash this guy in, right? So I should have 2 green left over for Frilled Mystic. We'll eat the goblin, poor goblin, and then counter whatever they play after. That's probably a GG, right? Okay, there it is. Sweet, Bant Flash, looking cool in unranked. You know, I think I'm going to take this into ranked. We'll see how it works. Alright, we appear to be playing against the Fave. So I don't know if this is the favorite person. And look at this, a good old Simic Flash start. That's what I love to see, except nothing to protect my guys, but that's okay. Probably not. That would have been a great card to have. Not sure if we'll use Essence Scatter here. Probably not. We'll probably go Brineborn and then Essence Scatter next turn. Huh. I want to do that. No, that's not really scary. It's just a 2-3. That becomes a 6-7. That's true. It's a good observation to make, and I'm just going to pass the turn. We'll counter whatever they play here. And if it's nothing that big, I'll just unsummon it. Fortunately, again, don't have protection for my creature, so. I mean, if I bounce that, right, it goes away. So they get a 1-1. Oh, whoops. Lol. Ha! That's great. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Haven't ever made that mistake before. We will pass the turn, so I got 2 for 1 quite nicely there. But this Nightpack Ambusher might carry us. Fortunately, Baffling End and Nightpack Ambusher do not work together. But I'll just have to say screw it and get rid of that guy anyways. Come on. This is rough. Okay, you're dead. Let's just be real. That was a good play. I mean, if I hadn't been an idiot, I would have had a 2-1 still. So this is just, what, Naya Feather. I think we're dead here. Probably. We'll stick it in one more time. Sure. Just gonna tap this Dreadhorde so he can't cast another Reckless Rage. I mean, we're probably dead. They've got... So they have plays. Yep, okay, good game. Well played. Okay, so Naya Feather. What are we going to do here? So Settle the Wreckage would have been actually really solid there. Teferi, I feel is gonna Teferi is going to be great. Dovin's Veto, God willing. What's coming out? Dream Eater? That's way too expensive, I bet. Essence Scatter, Baffling End. Okay, I don't... I mean, I don't really... Just sorcery speed removal is... Huh. Settle the Wreckage. It would have been good there. Is that where I want to be? Angel might need to come out because this is an aggro deck. Can block Feather, though. Trickster... Actually, Trickster's not doing much here. Sailor might just die. Actually, yeah, the game's not going long here. So if it's not going long, why did I just keep in all my top end? Good thinking. Nice job. The fave. Alright. On the play again. Yep. Gotta go down to 5. This might just be game right here. 25 lands, and yep, I think we're just going to put the 2 settles on the bottom. Actually, I'm going to keep the settles because that's basically my only way of... Keep one of the settles and an unsummon. It's basically my only way of getting back into the game is if I get some value out of the settle. Of course, we draw another land. It's always good. It's what you want to see. Yeah, these essence scatters are really good. Okay, well, we might somehow be alive. We're going to have Frilled Mystic up. Okay. Gonna Frilled Mystic whatever they cast here. Huh. What do I want to do here? Do I want to just... I mean... this is a good question. I'm not sure what to do here. You know what? I'm just going to bounce my Mystic so it doesn't die. So there's a chance that they can... Actually, you know what? That is tough. Okay, that's fair. We'll keep it. Good stuff. That would be really cool if we could pull it out. Okay, they don't have mana for a feather. Oh my word. This is impressive. I'm going to use these whenever I can. Okay, that's the thing. I can only cast one thing, right? Yeah. So Teferi actually turns off all their pump spells, which is actually super sweet. No, he doesn't. Wow. Mulligan to 5. Alright, here we go. Game 3. Is there anything we want here? No, those Teferis were great. Huh. What happened there? I'm gonna bring in 1 sailor and take out 1 angel. No, settle. I think I'd rather have the angels actually than 3 settles. Actually, settle needs to come out because they've got Gruul Spellbreaker. Okay, so our opponent had a bad game there. Can't count on that happening 3 times in a row. Wow, this is Bant Gates, which is a deck I've heard that people play sometimes, but we're going to do it. See if we can get a shock land to the top. No, we just got another gate. There's a land. That just turned on all of our cards. So we'll shock that in, play Cutthroat. Okay. We still have no interaction with only 3 Dovin's Vetoes in the deck. And Frilled Mystic. So if they play in... Sure. They just tapped off of red, so they cannot. They cannot burn my guy out. Okay, so what do we want to do here? I think we're going to play this, and I think we're just going to drop Teferi and bounce that Dreadhorde. Right? Okay. I guess we'll just do that then. Should have seen that coming. That makes sense. No attacks. So if they have their burn spell, then we're looking sad. But Teferi will be around next turn, and I will have Frilled Mystic. Spellbreaker's a big deal. Can't cast that. Huh. What do I want to do here? No blockers. I don't think there's a point in. I mean, he's going to take damage regardless, so no blocks. Shut up. So what do I want to do here? Is it okay if Teferi dies? They can't actually play anything right now at instant speed, can they? So I can kill the... Maybe Teferi just needs to die. Maybe that's just what needs to happen. Sadly. That was a really good draw. Spellbreaker. Now if they have another Veil of Summer, then that's just really rough. Wow, nice. 2 Veil of Summers. It's nice when you have everything. Yeah, we're just dead here. And we're just flooding out on lands. Well, that's a card. Yeah. Sure. And 2 Veil of Summers. That was big. Again, we have no way to protect our creatures, so there's nothing to stop them from just getting burned out here. Somehow they did not. I guess there's no reason for me to not play that land. Do I offer the trade? I think so. I can't just sit back. Yep. Well played. Well played. We should be able to ambush this Angel of Grace, although they're going to get their God's Willing back, which kind of sucks. Yep. So my hope is to basically outrace them with Angel of Grace. They may have that Reckless Rage. If they do, then we just lose. So there's this obligatory pause. I don't like playing 25 land decks. Is a, well, that's, I guess it's a 3-turn clock, isn't it? They can just draw all the cards. Feather's a cool deck. We'll give it one more draw step. Hitting 9 lands. So, I guess 9 out of 14, 24. 9 out of 14. That's pretty bad, which means we only drew 5 spells. That's pretty terrible. They have Reckless Rage. They do. Yep, there it is. GG. Alright. They got us. Well played. Alright, we'll try again. Alright, game 3, we're going to be on the draw against 8finity. It's different from Xfinity or Infinity. Okay, what do we have? We have some early interaction, early plays, Settle the Wreckage, which could be cool. Dream Eater, we don't want that in our opening hand. That is so much mana. We'll keep. Temple of Mystery should sculpt our first couple draws. Okay, we are playing Scape Shift, probably. It's not a bad draw. That's probably fine, right? You know what? I don't want to flood out. I'm going to risk it. Hope I have another land in the top 3. It is Esper. Here comes the Thought Erasure. Hero. Okay. Angel of Grace. Well, that's a thing. I'm just going to bounce this now. So they can't get any tokens off of it. Although, Settle the Wreckage. You are not allowed to get value out of that. Okay, Brineborn Cutthroat. That'll give us some blockers. That's pretty bad. I put that land on the bottom. Expecting with 25 lands you're going to draw some more, but that's unfortunate. We might just be dead, right? Uh, 100% dead. He's going to uptick if he's correct, or he could downtick and bounce the Spectral Sailor. So I should have kept that land on top. Yep. Huh. So putting the land on the bottom was incorrect. We can at least get Teferi down a little bit. Fortunately, this Spectral Sailor cannot actually ever kill him. Thought Erasure, we concede. I mean, we're basically dead, right? Yep. Alright, instant speed Thought Erasure. So turn 3 Teferi, it's going to happen every time, so we got to bring in, I don't know. How do you deal with instant speed Teferi? Get Baffling End out of the deck. I mean, we'll bring in our Teferis, right? Shifting Ceratops. I don't know about that. Seems kind of bad. Dream Eater could actually be good. Unsummon seems kind of bad. Essence Scatter's got to come out. That just might be what we gotta do. Oh, settle the wreckage. Wow. You just have all these... Huh. Bring in God's Wailing. That seems fine. What is this card for? I'm not sure. I'm gonna bring in one of those. Right? Okay, let's try it. Turn 3 to Fairy. On the play. It's hard to deal with. Actually, no, they were on the draw. So, not particularly good. This seems great. Unless, of course, they have discard, in which case we are screwed, but that's okay. This deck is fun. Teferi's a cool card, as much as I actually don't. Here comes a Duress. Take my Teferi. Yup. And now we just lose. What? Okay. Which means they have Thought Erasure for the Teferi. Yep. Come on, man. Yep. I mean, that's the only card to take, right? Okay. Well, we might not be dead here. We'll go Brineborn into Spectral Sailor when they cast their Teferi. Okay. Well, if we draw a land here, we might be cooking, so... Greenland. Be too much to ask. Oops, I don't know what just happened. That's unfortunate. Yeah, he just dies, doesn't he? We might be able to kill this hero, though, which is kind of cool. Yep. Okay, well, we got lucky. They attacked into that. So, I'm just going to do that and then block. Now we're able to use the Trickster to take out the hero. Of course, we're missing on lands. That is not the deck's fault. That just happens. Unfortunately. I mean, so they got to take the Frilled Mystic here. So, which now we have no interaction. Yep. No, that was a mistake. I think I'm tilting here. See, they're flooding out too. Well, not really flooding out, but... I'm going to leave this just because this shows why... This would have happened with... See, we gotta... Yeah, if I just had any sort of clock... Okay. Just hitting no lands is just not the best. This would have happened with regular Simic Flash too, so... Yep. There's a land, and I'm just going to keep attacking. Hoorah. Alright. So they know we have the Night Peck Ambusher, but not the Frilled Mystic. So if they pass the turn, that's okay, right? Yes, that's okay. I can hit her twice with these two Spectral Sailors, and she's essentially a cantrip. Teferi's a problem. So they must have some sort of interaction. Come on. Yes. Oh, that just happened. Okay, we're just going to do that, and then we're just going to go at face. Okay, that's unfortunate, but that's okay. Narset is effectively... Okay, good. We can counter the Teferi. What do they have? Sure. I'm assuming they're not playing Kai's Wrath. Okay, we got a nice board presence right now. Wow. Eat my words. That's really frustrating. Okay, I mean, this could just be a blank or a land. Oh, yeah. Let's go, boys. No, sir. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, Teferi doesn't really work with Wolf, so... They're dead next turn. Okay. Does that save them? Oh, that's rough. Huh. Okay, so we basically have to play this and attack through, get the Teferi out of there. That might be a misplay. I mean, it puts him up to 10. That was a good string of draws. Elite Guard Mage into Teferi. That's great. Man, another good draw. Guard Mage is a cool card in this deck. Okay, they bricked. Come on, brick. So they must have Kai's Wrath then, right? So they're going to take 6. I guess. No, don't. Stop. There we go. That's fine. We can theoretically eat one of his guard mages. Yep. Let's get him. Well, he has a card in hand, so this is probably dead. Okay, well that's not really... That doesn't really do much there. Um, so to fairy. I don't really want to bounce any of these things, right? Just keep getting in for... Okay. If they draw land, I think they're dead. They have drawn a bunch of lands. They've drawn 10. Oh, no, that's actually... That's low. They've drawn not enough lands. Okay. Trust me, I'm the doctor. Yep. So only 10 lands and 30, so they've drawn 20 spells, which is interesting. Gonna find out what they have here. Okay, so I'm gonna drop to Fairy, and then we'll see what they do. If they don't play anything, then... Okay, we win. And we're gonna play our Wolf. All attack. Got him. Wow. Okay. Game 3. Could it be possible? That was a grinding game there. Could use some Veil of Summers in this matchup. That's one of my favorite cards against Esper. Just because it deals with their black spells, it deals with their blue spells. I'll be right back. Alright. Esper's a really fun deck to play against. I mean, it is one of the strongest decks in the game currently. One of. Not the. I think this is fine. We've got defense against... Well... They'll probably have discard spell. Really need this early game interaction. Veil of Summer, Spell Pierce maybe, Syncopate. Having 3 Dovin's Vetoes to rely on is not particularly enjoyable. So we can play Spectral Sailor just to get a threat out. Here it comes. Okay, that's a thing that just happened. Hero turn 2. Just gonna drop it out. I don't need to wait till the end of turn. Shifting Ceratops. Okay, we're gonna flash this in. Basically, I'm gonna counter Teferi, and that's it. Though if they're smart, they'd play discard first and then Teferi. But maybe they just jam him. They might have more than one. We'll see. Okay, well, there's our Teferi. Just play him and bounce that hero and get in there. Actually, I'm going to keep this guy back. Draw a card. Alright, if we draw land, we are in business. I'm not going to attack. Feels bad to do that, but Teferi's kind of important. So we have 3 lands and 8 spells. What does that mean? Hero and Thought Erasure. Noxious Grasp, that's the thing. Okay, that makes sense. But yeah, there's our land. Feels really good. We're down to 10 life. Oh man, that's tough. Yeah, that's fine though. At the end of the day, doesn't impact the board. Despark. That's a big one. So we should be able to just simply kill the Narset, I guess. Or the hero. Either one. We're getting back our card advantage. Okay. Sure. You were allowed to have that. I have a better token generator. They just tapped out a white. That's great. I'll drop a Trickster here. May have been a mistake, actually, because if they have cast down... That's fine. That is 100% fine. So do I want a Teferi? And... I probably should have just attacked with my Ambusher. It's this problem with sorcery speed cards and instant speed cards. They don't mix particularly well, so thankfully they are very powerful. I mean, Teferi, Nightpack, Mystic, Ceratops, but... I mean, I'm pretty choked on mana. My opponent's choice of removal is Tyrant Scorn, which is kind of interesting. Okay, that just happened. Wow. Defeating Esper 2-1. Nice job with Bant Flash. I'll do one more game. Well, guess what? For game 4, I finally figured out the sound. So I've had trouble with sound for a while. And you know what? I think this is a keep. We have some instant speed interaction. We are on the draw, but that is okay. Unfortunately, I have this Baffling End, which might serve as a creature removal. We actually should be really solid against creatures. But it doesn't matter because this is going into play tapped. Mono red, maybe? Gruul. Yeah, this is gonna be... This should be interesting. I think... I'm gonna hold up Essence Scatter here. And, yeah. Just take 3. See what they play. Really? Okay. Probably got a bunch of removal in hand. Okay, well that's a thing. Now we can counter whatever they play here. And they may not be doing much else. Let's see. Alright, so got that. If we draw... Okay, well it'd be too much to ask. To draw land. Sure. Yep, we'll just let that resolve. Let's see if they play land. Yeah, I'll just be more mana efficient. They can trade there if they want. Wow, okay, fail. Kinda stinks, but... Yep, it's unfortunate. Missing on lands here, we could have really run away with the game, but of course they're missing on lands too. This is going to be a Gruul Spellbreaker or something big. Gruul Spellbreaker we can actually deal with. Or nothing, maybe. Maybe they just have a handful of removal. Yup.
It's a beautiful day for chaos, isn't it? Oh, I wish you could see your face when I'm beating you.
You're gonna play a 2-cost spell? Okay, that's fair. Now if I get lucky, they will attack in with their Paradise Druid. No. Okay, this should come into play untapped. Yup. Yes. Alright, here we go. Boom. We will pass the turn. So you have 3-1, 3 mana, Domri. Gonna start dropping in Night Packs at the end of their turn. And since their removal is basically just gonna be red, so they have 5 mana. They may drop a Sarkhan, maybe? We'll see. If they play Sarkhan, then Paradise Druid has to tap. So, fine with that. That is a problem. That is a big boy. Big boy. But we also have big boys. So, and our big boys help deal with... Nice. I think we're just going to pass the turn here. It is somewhat frustrating to be caught on lands and these expensive cards here. Now, if they choose to take Shifting Ceratops and fight this guy, then that'll be great. Yep.
Oh, I wish you could see your face when I was beating you.
That's a big one. 13-12 monster. Thankfully, we will have a number of powerful monsters on the board at the end of next turn. Just gonna drop this in. Pass the turn. I think more so than the white splash, this has just simply shown the power of the wolf. Wolf is pretty good. We're just going to sit here and make 4/4s, which I've heard is a cool thing to do. This sound will sound a lot better than the previous games. But yeah, we can just take out Galta here, which is pretty legit. I mean, yeah, you can... Sure. Sure.
There'll be nothing left but dust.
Come on, man. Sure. So just red-green beats. So this is a time when so Baffling End is just trash, but Essence Scatter is good in this matchup. Okay, drop in our Angel. I doubt anything has reach here. So yeah, these taps, so I can take out the Domri, which is pretty sweet. And I think we're just going to pass the turn and get another 3/3. And I think just the power of Wolf and Angel, this is a case where Angel actually is a helpful addition. Because these things are just huge. I mean, a 12/12, 5/4 Pro Blue. If you do nothing... What? I mean, I will gladly trade... I'll trade all of that for your T-Rex. So I lose all my wolves. That's okay, though. Because I'm going to get another 5-4. Their T-Rex is gone. Yes. Thank you. That may be a concession. We'll see. Unfortunately, they're going to be able to bring a lot of pro-blue stuff in from the sideboard, so that's going to be a big deal. Okay, that's... Didn't necessarily want to draw all the lands, but... And... Oh, he can have reach. You know what? I'm fine with taking out the Triceratops, right? Yeah. There it goes. Yep. We'll just trade. Good. Okay, that's another big fatty out of the way. We get another 3-3. Okay. Opponent is playing quite slowly here. Just gonna drop this in. Wow, all the angels. Okay, well, the angels are definitely pulling their weight here. I am convinced by their power. Beautiful. This is just not even right. I mean, I can just attack over there through the air with these wolves creating blockers. Okay, well that's okay. I mean, that doesn't really... We don't really care about that, do we? I mean, he created a 7-6 for 6. I created a 3-3 for 1 for 0, and then I dropped in a 5-4 flyer. They're 1 point away from dying, actually. So they have 4, so they're just dead, right? I'm just gonna play it safe. Yep. And start drawing cards. I'm glad I played it safe. Yep. May have been a misplay, actually. Okay, so what are we doing here? We're at 15 life. So they're attacking. They all have trample, right? This is going to be tough. Oh, good. Okay. So I think we can actually soak up a lot here. So we're just basically trying to soak up everything, correct? That's how this works. We'll see. Everything's blocking something. I don't know if that's enough. It might be. Game 2 will be a lot tougher when they can bring in a bunch of hate, but thankfully we have a lot of beaters. Should have drawn a card there, but it should be a good game. Just gonna draw a card for the heck of it. Cool. So that didn't actually cost us the game. It's a lot of damage. Oh, we survived. Alright. Got there. Alright. So, green-red beats. This is a nice match to end on. It's going to be tough. They're going to be able to bring in a lot of hexproof stuff. Okay, Time Wipe would actually be good here. As is Settle the Wreckage. Dream Eater, I don't know about that. Baffling End is coming out. Trickster just doesn't do anything. Oh, I can bring in 4 more things? Okay, Ceratops is probably fine. And, I mean, Teferi's probably good here, right? Spectral Sailor. Okay, I'm just going to stop there. We're going to go like that. And let's see how it goes. So yeah, green-red. This is... Teferi decks are the hardest, but then also green and red decks, because they can just bring in a whole crapload of can't be countered stuff. It's kind of unfortunate. There is so much can't be countered stuff, but this deck would actually be probably better against can't be countered stuff, obviously because I play much fewer counters than Simic. So we'll see how it ends up. Hopefully the Time Wipe and the Settle the Wreckage will work. I guess I will be right back when my opponent has returned. Alright, here we go. Game 2 of 3, or maybe 2 of 2. We'll see. Sure. This should be fine. I don't have any early interaction, but Settle will be probably excellent. Angel. Yup. Should be good against all those can't be countered stuff, so we'll just let them play him and attack. Okay. Come on, no lagging. No, we're not going to pay the life. So Sailor there is an interesting card. 1/1 for 1 with haste and flying. Okay, that could be their sideboard card. Guess it doesn't really seem... I guess it's pretty threatening. It's a 5-turn clock. I don't think this is a good matchup for us, though, overall. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to attack. Now, if I'm lucky, they will play Ceratops next turn. There he is. He's going to have haste. Yep. It's going to be tough. We're going to be down to 11. That's painful. Okay, so here's where I don't know if they will read the Settle the Wreckage. Hopefully they'll play another Ceratops with haste. Okay, seems good. Just get rid of them. Boom! Unless I'm a chump. Good. It's kind of what we needed. Otherwise, a Galta was probably coming down. Now, they do have more lands, which is unfortunate, but... that's a good thing to see. I expect to not see many more... oops, I want to attack there, but whatever. I want to get a Night Pack down, actually, so I'll probably cast that unless they cast something that needs to be countered. Oh, it looks like we're playing Night Pack. So Carnage Tyrant isn't actually particularly scary. I'll actually put this into play tapped, right? Yes. And I'm just going to sit here. I keep forgetting to attack. If I lose because I didn't get him, I don't know, 3 damage. I mean, this thing basically neutralizes Carnage Tyrant, so it's pretty good. Angel plus Spectral Sailor also neutralizes Carnage Tyrant. Frilled Mystic also does nothing. That's a big one. That's a big one. We can put a pretty quick clock.
Burning up here.
She's probably going to do 4 damage to Night Pack. This is what I was talking about. Just green-red just have so many can't be countered cards. It's unfortunate. Okay, good. So this person is newish.
Is this me, or is it getting a little warm in here?
So the damage is actually relevant. I don't want him to be able to kill the wolf, so I'm just gonna... Now I'm gonna attack with Spectral Sailor.
What a warm reception.
Thank you. So unless you... As long as you don't have any more can't be countered stuff, then... Yeah, I'm gonna have to hit him with the... Hit her with the angel again. I mean, I gotta kind of counter this, don't I? Otherwise my Frilled Mystic becomes not actually a card for the rest of the game. So, add 6 power to the board. Now, unfortunately, actually, they could probably just wipe my board of everything. That's unfortunate. Except for my wolf and my angel. But Chandra would be gone. Now, if the angel dies... What? If the angel dies, then I can actually add 10 to my life, which isn't relevant in an Alpha Strike, but it is relevant. Yup, that's unfortunate.
Everyone knows the bigger explosions are more fun.
Why wouldn't you attack there? Yeah, so I misplayed there with the Brineborn. That's unfortunate. But it happened. Angel of Grace is dead in 2. So... No. They are dead in 3, actually. Which, that's unfortunate. That 1 point of life makes a difference. Okay, that's good. Drawing their dorks now. Not sure what they're doing. They take such a long time in between each play. Sure. That's a big deal. All out attack. I mean, I guess we're gonna eat this incubation druid if we can. Eat that. Take 2. Hopefully we can find a way for this angel to die. No attack. So we gotta basically get them to kill this angel. Okay, that's a good thing. They may attack... Well, yeah, they're just gonna... We'll see. Oh, what am I saying? I'm so stupid. No! Darn it. We just die here. Alright, good game. Good game. Go on to game 3. So, green-red dinosaurs. Green-red dinosaurs. I think we're going to bring in Fairy, take out an unsummon. That's a tough match. All the hate cards. Alright, I will be right back. Alright, after another lengthy delay, our opponent is back. I'm going to be ending this matchup. This has been a really interesting matchup. We got our Settle the Wreckage, and we got lands, and we got spells. Should be good. Count me in. Puts into play tapped. Again, I think my biggest problem with this deck is just the lack of early game interaction. Spectral Sailor isn't really early game interaction. Unsummon is okay. Yeah, just doesn't really give me anything to do during the early turns. Okay, just gonna drop him there. Okay, took him long enough. All right, we're just gonna get in there. You know what's really funny is we lost that game because of those 2 points of damage. I could have just attacked with the Angel. Man, that's really frustrating. Okay, we're not going to forget to attack with the Spirit Pirate this time. Obviously, this isn't going to be an easy game because... what? Okay, so they've got Ceratops next turn, obviously. Okay. I just need to draw a card here. So they're going to have Ceratops, so there's nothing I'm going to be able to... I'm not going to bounce anything, just draw a card. There it is. Golden. Okay. We don't want Spirit Pirate. We want Nightpack Ambusher. Good. So that was a big deal. So being able to cycle to Fairy, get our land drop. Here comes the Shifting Ceratops. If they play anything besides Shifting Ceratops, that's great. Ripjaw Raptor is pretty great. Pretty awesome. I'm just gonna tempo him out with Unsummon, actually.
Like it.
Yep. He's probably gonna be fearing Settle the Wreckage. So if he attacks with Ceratops and Ripjaw Raptor, then we'll... Yep. We will settle them both. Okay, here they come. Got him. Feels good, man. Alright. We're just gonna do this again. Keep putting Fairy up.
Let's try this.
Alright, we can drop Nightpack Ambusher this time, or Frilled Mystic. Although, Chandra can be played this turn, so that is a thing. As can Carnage Tyrant. So, that is fair.
It's only a matter of time.
Essentially a 2-for-1. Yep.
Stay back. I'm an explosively good pirate.
So she's going to be at 8. That's fine.
Hope it's not too hot for you.
Yep. So we're just going to play Ceratops and attack here. And I'm going to get haste. Just get rid of her right away. Actually, I don't need to hit Shonda. There we go. Now, I don't get my wolf this turn. That is okay, because whatever they play here, unless it's Carnage Tyrant, I can just bounce, and Nightpack Ambusher will just start making wolves after that. Good. Good. Well, that's definitely bounceable. Okay, we're just gonna get rid of God Eternal Ronus. Yep. That is fine to do. Alright, what do I want to do? I think I want to start getting wolf tokens. Sure. Yeah. And they're dead next turn. Actually, I think I'm going to let anything resolve that I can't unsummon. So... Second Fairy, unsummon. Yep. Alright, I think we got this. Yep, so I'm going to just flash this in so I have Furled Mystic up. And I'm going to drop to Fairy. Alright, we got it. Alright, so I'm going to do a quick recap of the deck, and we'll finish this video up. Somehow went up 2 wins in Platinum, so GG. So, Bant Flash. What was good, what was not good? Well, the deck went 2-1 versus decks in Platinum, losing to Feather and defeating Esper Control and Green-Red Dinosaurs. Not sure how competitive the Green-Red Dinosaurs list was, but Gruul is very tough to beat for blue-based decks, and in that game especially, boy, Angel of Grace, Settle the Wreckage definitely pulled their weight. Teferi definitely pulled his weight in Esper Control. So let me just talk about the main deck. Dream Eater, I didn't ever play it. I don't know if I really like 6 mana is a lot. I would rather have more low end stuff. I feel like I didn't have any low end interaction, and that felt kind of bad. Unsummons were fine. I guess I boarded them out most. Spectral Sailor's fine. Brandborn Cutthroat, I didn't really draw him that much, but I mean he's a staple. Trickster's fine. Baffling End, basically I boarded that out in every game. Having sorcery speed removal in the main deck seems bad. I can understand having a few in the sideboard, like against Adanto Vanguard or the like, but in the main deck, I think I would suggest taking it out. It's like if I went like Settle the Wreckage was really cool. Both games 2 and 3 against the Green-Red Dinosaurs, we got a nice juicy settle, taking out 2 of their 4-drops, which felt good. Nightpack, Furled Mystic, obviously those are all-stars. Angel of Grace, this was the card that I was most excited about, and it definitely pulled its weight. I didn't get to use its abilities, its life abilities, but just being a 5/4 flash is really solid. So if I were to think about changes I would make, I also took out the Essence Scatters in almost every game, so I'd probably go down to like 3 of them. Let me just see what I would do. Cut out Dream Eater. So that gives 4 slots. So if I were to do... Trickster's okay. I don't usually like him as a 4 of. I really like Syncopate. It's probably actually better in a bigger mana deck like this. So if I were to do something like this, I'll have to try this. But this gives us more early game interaction. We'll see. I guess I can't really complain because the deck went really well. But those are just my observations. I just didn't have much early game stuff Usually I was waiting until turn 4 to play Night Pack or Frilled Mystic or Settle. And I basically won, I think I won most of the long games just because Angel and just Night Pack's just so good. Settle's a really fun card. But if I were to stop there, that would give me more things to do during the early turns, which might be good. Maybe a third. Sinister Sabotage just gives the ability to deal with Flood or Screw. Like you can play Sinister Sabotage and surveil away land. Okay, so let me talk about that. So the land was great. The lands was fine. Good job, Sirius. And then, okay, sideboard. I mean, the sideboard felt fine. The Time Wipe, I see what the Time Wipe is for. Shifting Ceratops. Teferi seems, it was a card that I brought in a lot, actually. I mean, he's just a really powerful card. He is sorcery speed, which does impact all these counter spells, which that is a thing. Dovid's Veto, obviously, it's a really powerful card. Baffling End, I'd probably keep it that way. And God's Willing, this sideboard actually seems really, really cool. So I think with such big beaters, so we got these 7 plus the 3 Settle the Wreckage, and then obviously this. Like, this makes us pretty good against creatures and the unsummons. But if I were to, if changing anything, there was one game against Esper where we just died to turn 3 to Fairy, and that's not particularly fun. So at least this would give us, like, this protects us against turn 3 to Fairy. This protects you against turn 3 to Fairy on the play. When you're on the play, they're on the draw. Anyways, so I think that's what I would do. But that being said, the deck went 3-1, so I can't really complain. The first game, I don't even remember what that was. Opponent probably wasn't the best deck, but yeah. So shout out to Sirius for building a pretty cool deck, and hopefully, this can be another version of the Flash deck, because it offers some just, I don't know, more muscly approaches to the format as opposed to the Simic version or the Sultai version. So it was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. So shout out to Sirius.